So now a story has come out where police departments all over America are now investigating a lot of their officers to find out if they was in the Trump insurgency at the U.S. Capitol. So many of them, want to find out if they took part, their police officer in the U.S. Capitol on that Wednesday, with several officers and one police chief already facing possible termination. Listen to that. Officers and a police chief was over there being a Trump insurgent. Listen, we told y'all, I don't know how many times, that these people are corrupt and evil, and white supremacists all in those police departments. Listen, white supremacist officers and chiefs. It said it came to the FBI, and they have launched their own investigation into the U.S. Capitol Police Department to probe whether officers and other staffers inside the legislature that have been aided insurgents, I'm not going to say demonstrators, insurgents, in gaining access to the building. Well, we have shown in our last live stream that how they were signaling to them, come on in, and letting down the gate and walking away. And say police departments in California, New Hampshire, Washington State, and Texas among those who already began investigating their own officers based on tips, social media posts, and other evidence, and more expected to follow. Now, they said among the fired officers is Thomas Goldie. He said he is a patrolman for Pennsylvania's Zelienople Borough Police Department, and say whose wife uploaded a picture of him attending the protest to Facebook. They said since deleted posts that we made it. Goldie is seen wearing a bobblehead that reads Trump MAGA 2020 F your feelings. They say the police department chief Jim Miller has said that Goldie was not believed to have been taking part in the skirmish inside the Capitol, but added that the matter has been referred to the borough's legal department. Okay. It says in San Antonio, Sheriff Javier Salazar of Bexar County said he referred Lieutenant Roxanne Methai and said to the Internal Investigations Department after she posted a video of herself on Facebook near the Capitol wearing a red, white, and blue it's a face mask wrapped in the American flag. In her social media post, she's an 8-year veteran, reportedly wrote enthusiastically of the scenes unfolding outside the Capitol, but stated she would not be entering the building. She says, and we are going in the crowd at the stairs. She said, not inside the Capitol like others, not catching the case. That's what she said. So at least she was smart enough not to go inside, but she still was there. She stormed the Capitol too. You don't have to go in to get charges now. Hope you know that. Once you cross that restricted area, you can get charges. So it's in relation to the time in the video, Salazar said investigators will determine whether police had declared the gathering an unlawful assembly at the time she captured the footage. And say if this is the case, and she remained on the scene and began filming and began making challenging statements, that means she's breaking the law, according to the sheriff. Now, according to the sheriff, he says some of her Facebook photos also showed the lieutenant in the middle of the crowd that may have assaulted the law enforcement agents. And so if that's the case, the sheriff said she will be investigated on administration charges of conduct unbecoming and wants her to never set foot in the sheriff's department again. They say he said if she stood by while the first responder was assaulted, it'll be more than just troubling. It'll be downright infuriating. He said it makes you mad. He said if someone that wears a uniform just stood there, watched, and took pictures. Yeah. Like, let me tell you something. All this back the blue and we love Blue Lives Matter. Listen, they only love them because they have an immunity of law. That's why they love them. But when they were showing up to stop them from going in, all of a sudden, what happened? That Blue Lives Matter went out the way, and other quote unquote blue people was a part of it. They was assaulting their own. You understand what I'm saying? So it said that, she already has been suspended from the force since October, according to Salazar, for a separate unspecific incident. And say the sheriff said Friday he has referred Mathis' video to the FBI and the Internal Investigations Department. It said now her attorney said he was confident she'd be clear of all wrongdoing because she didn't participate in any illegal activity at the rally. If she crossed past that barrier that they said you can't cross, you still unlawful entry. You still in a restricted area. So she still broke the law, period, even if she didn't go in. So no, she's a part of it. She's a thug too. Now I say in Troy, New Hampshire, it's a police chief And said David Ellis has also been heckled with calls to resign after he attended the rally in D.C. Now they say his presence, and say when there was following the publishing of an interview he conducted with New York Magazine as the chaos was unfolding Wednesday. Okay, so these people are all over the place, and these people are engaged in black folk. These people are being police chiefs. Okay, so this is the thing. It's one of them, we've been told you. This is what's been going on. Now all of it's coming out now. And like I said, this is a good thing. This is good. This Trump insurgency has shaken up law enforcement. It's exposed, their treatment of black folks versus them throughout the world. I mean, what they've done is actually a good thing for black America. Believe it or not, it is. It is. And more of them going to be exposed. More and more of them, trust me. You had a state lawmaker that was out there. He had it out of West Virginia. I mean, a lot of them getting exposed now. A lot of them having to walk away. A lot of them are getting charged. And you're going to be surprised the kind of people that's going to be getting charged. And that's good. They're going to start putting away the Trump flags real quick because they're like, shoot, somebody going to call on me and say I was there. It could get to that point too. So let's see if they put up them Trump flags or they keep waving it, being bold about it. That we'll see that. But we've been telling them, brothers and sisters, we've been telling them about the wickedness and the white supremacy that's in the police departments. And now they exposing themselves now being at that Trump insurgency. Like I said, God is good, isn't he? But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about, this particular story with the cops, all involved. And one brother that was there said that he was the captain of police. He said he saw police officers there and military people there. He said he saw someone was flashing their badges at them while calling them the N-word while they trying to stop them. He said which was very infuriating.